Canada's fruit and vegetable growers have been hit hard by the pandemic. Not only are they facing financial losses, but as David Akin explains, they're now facing a new problem, a labor shortage. David?
Well, Robin, the country's fruit and vegetable farmers are saying that the Canadian workers they would normally hire in the spring are preferring instead to stay at home and collect the Canada Emergency Response Benefit, or CERB. The CERB pays $2,000 a month. Given the choice between taking a CERB check, picking up seasonal work on a farm, or taking a full-time job in one of Canada's food processing plants, many Canadians are choosing to take the CERB. And that's causing a big problem for the country's food producers.
There is still a critical shortage of workers on some farms.
Companies that operate the country's food processing plants told a House of Commons committee on Friday that they've got 10,000 vacant jobs they cannot fill.
The CERB has created unintended consequences in the short term for many packers, distributors, wholesalers, and small retailers, who are facing greater challenges to hire at a time when Canadians are relying on them to provide the food they need.
More than 7.5 million Canadians are receiving the $2,000 a month CERB. To get that benefit, a recipient cannot earn more than $1,000 a month. Going to work on a farm or in a plant would put them over the limit.
The Canadian Emergency Relief Benefit, or CERB, has had an adverse impact on members' ability to fill positions. So we wish to partner with the government on a program to help incentivize Canadians to work in our industry.
Food producers also rely heavily on temporary foreign workers to plant and to harvest. The industry says that Ontario and Atlantic producers have received just 3/4 of the foreign workers they normally employ at this time of year, while Quebec and BC farmers have received barely half of the foreign workers that they need. And producers are now warning that because there were not enough hands on the farm this spring, there may be a shortage of Canadian fruits and vegetables this fall. Robin?
David Akin in Ottawa. Thanks, David. In the United States, Donald Trump is downplaying the threat of new outbreaks as states reopen restaurants and bars. The U.S. president insists the nation has to rebuild its economy while promising a vaccine by the end of the year. The House has passed another economic aid bill for struggling Americans, but the Republican-led Senate says the bill is dead on arrival. Here's Jennifer Johnson.
From the Grand Canyon to some California restaurants.
It's like Christmas Day.
And even casinos in Oklahoma.
I'm pretty excited to get out of the house after 2 months.
Almost every state in America is reopening, at least partially, including some regions and popular beaches in the hardest hit states like New York and New Jersey, as hospitalization rates continue to go down. Lawmakers still urging social distancing.
We're right about where we were when we started. We just don't want to make sure we don't go back to the hell that we've gone through.
U.S. President Donald Trump is urging states to get back to business, even though just 3% of the population has been tested for the virus. Every day last week, over 1,000 Americans died of COVID-19. But the president is now predicting hundreds of millions of doses of the yet-to-be-developed vaccine by year's end, even while many health experts say that's unrealistic.
We'd love to see if we could do it prior to the end of the year. I just want to make something clear. It's very important. Vaccine or no vaccine, we're back.
The president also saying the coronavirus may just disappear without a vaccine. And he's still not wearing a mask, despite a Food and Drug Administration alert that the test kit used at the White House and elsewhere may be missing up to half of all positive cases.
The HEROES bill is passed.
Meanwhile, there's a new showdown between the president and House Democrats, who late Friday passed another economic aid bill, this one with a $3 trillion price tag, to help the unemployed, renters, and homeowners make ends meet.
For their health, for their lives, for their livelihood, and for our democracy, we couldn't be thrilled.
The Democrats' bill would give each taxpayer another $1,200, but President Trump says there's no way he's signing it. Jennifer Johnson, Global News, Washington.
There's so much information surrounding coronavirus out there now. We know you have questions. Email your questions at globalnews.ca. Tune in to Global National or go to globalnews.ca/coronavirus now to find the answers.